This is Wits and Tits, a novelette, an irreverent breast cancer journey, and a very odd but honest book based on true stories. Miko Hargett, copyright Maria Faith Walls. Chapter 2, An Ill Thrill. In the weeks that followed my Mother's Day weekend cancer diagnosis, I felt like I was no longer contained in my body, no matter what the mirrors said. I walked and walked and walked any chance I got in the Las Vegas desert heat, without sunblock, because vitamin D. I could afford to walk and walk. I ate full portions of my favorite foods, Asian and then comfort foods, like Hainanese chicken, boiled chicken with flavorful steamed rice and garnished with cucumbers and cilantro. I first ate this dish as a 4-year-old in Singapore. It came wrapped in plastic and plain cream-colored paper, folded into a square, with a rubber band maybe, and then opened onto the table for a disposable paper plate of sorts. Another favorite I did not split into portions to enjoy some later was Thai lat na, the big white rice noodles with a brown gravy and beef and Chinese broccoli, a leafy green. There was pasta too. I ate it all. I felt better eating it all. I would put on weight that I could lose during chemo. I had recently left my gym manager position to focus on building my personal training brand. Writing as a job or career was not something my mind felt it could do consistently to satisfaction. I was already healing from a mental health battle that it takes years to heal from, and some never do. My first and strongest clients had challenges of their own, Asperger's, a brachial plexus injury, to name a couple notables. At first I was going to keep training them. It would feel good to keep working, I thought, keep my mind busy. It was in this spirit that I began to see some kind of resolution in my cancer diagnosis. Eleanor Roosevelt said something about women being like tea bags. You don't know what they're really like until they are put in hot water, something like that. So perhaps the water was finally hot enough for me to let my true flavors out. I imagined and discussed things like leading meditation exercises at the park, dancing through the street while laughing. Perhaps there was some hysteria beneath the laughter, but even I couldn't blame myself for that. But it was not all highs, of course. There was the bawling, too. But even more than the bawling, there were many moments of feeling formless and disconnected. I would bob like a cork up and down in whatever way the ocean of sensations sent me, and if I knew what was best for me, I would surrender to that. There is, of course, that time of decision. What kind of treatment? I didn't take it for granted that I would do chemo or any of it, but I thought very carefully about it. While I'm holistically inclined and have taken many leaps of faith in my life that could have ended very poorly but somehow didn't, I do believe differently about medicine than many do. It seems impossible to me that an industry filled with human beings, such as the medical industry, could not have many people with big hearts and brilliant minds as well as all the others. If I were honest with myself, I would say that there was a big part of me that did not love me very well, and loving kindness was critical to my survival and recovery. I could honestly say that I did not have enough love for myself to take me through the battle alone, but I would see when the time came what decision I would make. We always make decisions in the moment. The rest is preparing and pondering, really. There were profound moments. The time I meditated on my bed about my strategy. There is an ancient wisdom that says without a vision the people perish. Once I created my vision, it would carry me through. I'd run through the scans. I still confuse them. The PET scans, the CAT scans, the MRIs. Time to lie down and go to Mikopolis. I should get one of these knee pillows for myself, I thought, of the knee support on the scanning beds, or whatever you call those long tables, for humans who need machines to look inside them. Or there was the time when I went into the scan and asked the technician, "Do you ever play the song Radioactive?" He laughed and said no. His son's name was also Miko. How interesting. Blankets too, please. It's got awfully cold in those rooms. One time a friend came with me, and bless her mother's heart, I felt better with her there. Mostly I went alone and tried to stay in a good mood. Friends helped me find my RAR, as I called it, a witchy photo shoot, a tribute to Tank Girl photo shoots. I am the selfie queen after all, but even queens need a little extra help when life challenges them. I pondered all this on my bed with a feeling intention to know my path. I knew there was no escaping it. I knew my path was not spontaneous remission. I knew my path was to experience, endure, and document. Then suddenly a thought came to me, and I let it transform to words. Hey, Cancer. If I'm dead, you're dead.